Hey, good morning, my handsome homesteaders. So, last night, Homestead Boy 1 had his, it wasn't really a tryout, it was just kind of an evaluation to see which part of the team or which level of the team he's going to be on. And that went well. The coach said physically he can keep up, but he's got a lot of work to do technique-wise, which we kind of knew was going to happen. I think he's been kind of living on being bigger and stronger than everybody, and that only goes so long. So this will be probably a really good situation for him. So that went well. This morning, Homestead Girl 1 is with my wife running some errands with Homestead Girl 3, and Homestead Boys 1 and 2 are getting some schoolwork done. So I have my planting crew here, Homestead Boy 3 and Homestead Girl 2, and we're going to plant some strawberries. So this area back behind me where you can see all these stakes, there are strawberry plants in here, and I think I told you guys they've spread, which is what I want. There are also some grasses that are supposed to spread and a couple other plants. I really don't want to have to cut this whole area right here at all. I don't want to do that. So the more stuff grows, the better. So it gets really wet when it rains, and for some reason the soil is really hard. So I'm not sure how many we're going to plant up here. We may plant a few, see how it goes, and then head back to the garden and plant the rest back there. So we're going to get started on that now. So while I was down in the garden area, that's where our orchard is, our main orchard is anyway. And it looks like all of the trees survived the winter, which has not always been the case, but it looks like this year they have. There's a couple trees that look like they're maybe on the edge, but I mean, there's signs of life from every tree. Let me show you guys. So you can see, like on this tree, there's buds coming out. There's littler buds right here. On trees like this, you know, you can just see the buds coming out. Maybe if I hold something behind it like that. But then if we come over to like this tree over here, this one is an apple, and it's one of the bigger ones that's in here because I planted it as a larger tree. And you can see, you know, this one is leafing out quite a bit. And there's, you know, this one over here, the Y tree. Same kind of thing. It's definitely, you know, leafing out. Because there had been several years where mice had girdled the trees, so that's why I tried to protect most of them. In fact, I think Homestead Boy 1 did most of these for me last year, and I think the comment card would go up there, I think. But wherever it goes, I'll try to put a link to that video, because he did that for me. So I think what I'm going to do is go get the small mower, and I'm going to cut down some of the grass where the strawberries are going to be planted and plant those. So I got the area mowed. You can see some people use cover crops. I just let the weeds grow up. I am not the best gardener. I will let you know that right now. I try. Last year, the month of July, like I did good through June, keeping things weeded and stuff like that. The month of July, I was gone every weekend, and there are 5 weekends in July. So during the week, I just try to keep my head above water with other chores around here. And I had a 2-year-old, just barely 2-year-old. So this year we'll see. I mean, we're gonna have a baby, so we'll see what happens. But people keep on telling me, you know, when I'm planting these strawberries and raspberries, oh, they're gonna take everything over. They're gonna take over the garden. I was like, my answer pretty much every time. I hope you guys can hear me with the wind. My answer almost every time is from your lips to God's ears. Like, I hope that happens. I've got 5 kids who love berries, strawberries, raspberries, any berry. And I'm sure that Homestead Girl 3 is going to love berries as well, but she just doesn't eat solid food right now. And my wife and I love berries. So if we became overrun with raspberries and strawberries, and I had to find places to grow cucumbers and zucchinis and tomatoes, I'd be okay with that. The problem is I don't have a whole lot of time to plant right now. The kids have piano lessons in about half an hour. So, and I kind of need to be in the house when that happens. My wife, Homestead Mom, I guess, is still out on her errand, so the boys will start with their piano lessons before Homestead Girl 1 gets home. You probably saw me mowing with the walk-behind mower. We like to use that, and then I'll just throw the grass in there with the animals because they love the green grass, and we don't spray anything out here, so anything that we cut can, you know, be given to them. In fact, we have a bagger for our Cub Cadet lawn tractor that I got for the boys to use, but it doesn't work very well unless the grass is perfectly dry, and even then it doesn't work very well because it just uses the momentum of the grass to go out and up the tube. When I had a lawn care company, we had one that actually had a vacuum engine that you put on, you know, so you were using the engine of the mower, and then there was a vacuum engine that vacuumed it up into bags, and that one worked pretty well. I've looked at a couple of the lawn sweepers that go behind, they just kind of trail behind the lawn tractor. If you guys have used any of those, let me know, because I might use that. That would allow the boys to pick up a lot of feed for the animals. Every time we cut the grass, we could be feeding the animals as well. So, okay, well, we're gonna find lots of worms, but right now what we need to do is plant the strawberries. You're not planting strawberries, babe. Set it back up, but you can let go of it and then put it back up when you have some dirt. Okay, so we're back in the barn, or I'm back in the barn. Homestead Girl 2 is playing. Piano lessons are in a couple minutes, so I'm gonna head in and make sure I'm not too terribly messy. The dirt down there, because we've had so much rain, is really sticky, muddy. So I was trying to have Homestead Girl 2 plant them because she was really interested in doing it, but the dirt doesn't even come off of the roots of the grass. So what I did was dug a bunch of holes, flipped over the sod with the dirt on it, and then I'm gonna let it sit there for a bit. Hopefully it dries out enough where you can knock the dirt off with the hand rake. Right now, you try to rake it off and it just sticks to the rake. So hopefully I'll get the strawberries all planted today. If things go well, hopefully I get the asparagus planted as well, but that's gonna be some digging. I've got to dig a trench in order to plant that. So if we get that done, I will bring you guys along for sure. They like the fresh grass. That right there, a couple strips from here to here, and they're mowing down. They're big fans. So this little fella just woke up from his nap. You can see I've been doing some hole digging, I think I've got 40-something holes dug. We've got 100 strawberries. We planted a few up front, so I've still got some holes to dig. But hopefully that means we'll have lots of strawberries. I've showed you guys this inflator before. So you put that there, and then this part here shows you the air pressure. Can you push the button, dude? And when he pushes it, keep going, hold it down. So you put a bunch of air in, and then when he lets go, okay, stop. It shows you how much air is in there. It's so much better than having to take this off and check and take it off and check. Okay, push the button again. I love this thing. Didn't get as much done today as I would have liked to, but that's kind of how it goes. Some days you get more done and sometimes you don't. Hopefully I can hit the ground running tomorrow and get a bunch of stuff done. Until then, we'll see you guys in the comments.